Hi guys. Hello.
How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and take the valve cover off the Miata. I'm going to go ahead and get it custom painted and stuff like that. I have some ideas in mind for what I want to do with it. I also need to change a temperature sensor in the back of the block. I don't know if I'll get it in time in the mail, so I'll just have to see if that lines up. If it doesn't line up, I'll just have to do it a different day, or maybe I'll just do it off camera. It's one little sensor. It's got a tiny little leak. I'll try to take a video of it at some point when I get stuff taken apart and then show y'all. But it's got a tiny little coolant drip, just tiny little leak. And when I'm driving the car, I can smell a little bit of coolant, so I bet you that's what it is. But I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect the battery and start working on getting the valve cover off. And then I'll catch up with y'all once I'm caught up with y'all. So first step, I'm going to probably loosen the, take this strut tower bar off of just one side probably and just lift it. And then go through and pop this little plug off. Ventilator hose or breather hose, obviously the oil cap, this other breather hose right here. First time I'm looking at this, I'm not gonna lie. Obviously pop the wires off, and then I think just the regular bolts right here, and it should come right off. I'll let you know if I have any troubles. Very stiff. That feels like it could break. This might break.
That's on there. Ooh. It.
Knew that was coming.
The whole thing broke off. You're gonna need a new one of those too.
PCV valve.
Yeah.
Feel that hose.
That was bound to happen.
Yikes.
That's a hose. That's a rubber hose, guys. I guess it's good I changed that. I'll get that ordered.
You could tell just by the color.
Mm-hmm.
What year is this?
99.
No good. No good.
There we go. How's she look?
Actually, not that bad.
Nice and wet.
Start it.
Because the people.
Alright guys, so it's totaled.
Okay.
You see this nick right here? I can't tell if that's
Yeah, it's
a metal
right there,
scrape.
right there.
Oh, it's also over there. I see.
So if you guys know what that means, I'm not a mechanic, so I don't know. But I know that it's probably not supposed to be there. But there's oil in it. And
That's
there's
good.
not much oil in the, not any oil in the spark plug, so that's good. A little bit of, I'm just looking at where the gasket maker is now, so that I know where to scrape it off and put stuff on when I put some on. These back corners. This piece just comes off. Just sit it back here so I can see. So there's some right there in that corner, right there in that corner, around these cams. Okay. Not too shabby though. I can live with this. This can do donuts for sure. At least a few of them. One good one. Good. Doesn't have to be air sealed. It just needs to be enough
That's
to
a
stop
valve
dust.
cover. We can start it now,
True.
right?
Yeah. I don't know how big of a deal it is, but this part seems to be, this gasket part seems to be broken right there. So I don't know where that would be.
Oh.
It's possible, but, you know, not a whole lot we can do about it. Yeah, I ordered these gaskets, but I'm saying this,
Where's
I don't
that
know where
piece?
that piece is. Because it's, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You guys can see, it was, yeah, that paint job right there is pretty how you doing. So I'm gonna have to sand it down pretty far, clean inside the Mazda right here. Obviously, they decided to just, I don't know, this thing was painted by a blind person. So I'll get you all caught up. Last night when we popped this little PCV breather hose off, this is the PCV valve, right? Cheer. Goes into the, goes right into this little port right here. And then it kind of plugs into another thing on the top of the motor. Well, this hose, if you didn't see in the other clips, pretty solid. So when I popped it off, it literally just snapped the PCV valve, which is fine. I'll just pop it out, and that they're cheap. I'll get a new one. I already ordered one. But this hose itself is no longer produced. They don't make it anymore. It's discontinued. Figure. So I'm just gonna. I've got a bunch of spare hose and stuff, so I'll just cut one up and get one fitted. It's not a big deal. I have some hose clamps too that if those hose clamps aren't tight enough, I can put some new ones on. So I'm not too concerned about that. But I'm gonna go ahead and start getting this thing cleaned, degreased. First steps are gonna be basically degrease it. My plan is, I know you can use oven cleaner, but I don't have any. And by the time I go to the store and get it and then let it soak, I've like lost a day basically of letting it soak in oven cleaner. So, cause some of the forums were saying let stuff soak overnight, and I don't got time for that, bro. So instead, I have this big feller of Purple Power. So I'm planning on basically soaking it in that and scrubbing while it's kind of sitting in it. And then rinsing it off. And then I'll go ahead and sand it all down, alcohol wipe it and whatnot, and then start getting it masked. I have a new valve cover on the way for it, or new valve cover gasket rather. So let's get started. There we go. Got it all masked off. Just wiped it with alcohol. Time to shoot some primer. I know this video is literally everywhere, but while the primer is drying, look, you can see him down there, little guy. While Scooter's, I don't know what you want to call that, his little top is drying, his valve cover is drying. I just got the new O2 sensors in the mail for him. Now I'm not in an emissions area, so it really doesn't matter. I just have a little thing with like check engine lights. It just kind of like makes me tweak out a little bit. So we got these in the mail today, and we're throwing these in. We'll shoot the blue, the base coat tomorrow to give the primer a good full 12 hours to dry. Oh, that was a spoiler of what color it's gonna be. Oh well. But yeah, so we're gonna shoot it tomorrow with the base coat, and then kind of work on getting it all wrapped up by Thursday so that I can get this all edited and shown to y'all by Friday morning for lunchtime while y'all are at work.
NANI?!
while Salty does that, because you guys can't see anyway, this is so cool. The plastic clips that hold the carpet are even blue. They match. That's so sick. Too bad they're probably all going to be broken when I'm done.
No, don't say that. Bro,
You know
one
what I mean?
time we went on was Salty with us when we went on that run?
The mountain drive?
Yeah.
With Josue and Rhett?
Yeah.
I don't know. Salty, were you there?
I don't know if he was there.
We went on a cruise in
the Subaru.
the Subaru. And we were up in the mountains up here. And it was definitely Rhett and Josue. It might have been somebody else. But we're driving, and I turn, and the car just turns off.
Yeah,
and then I turn back.
I was in Nick's car.
Were you? Okay.
Yeah.
I turned back, and it would turn back on.
Yeah, that was we turned off of the road and we all turned around on that super skinny road.
Yeah.
We
I
just
can picture the picture that we took.
Damn, that's a sick photo.
Yeah, me too. I don't know who has it, though.
Me.
Oh. Yeah, that was pretty funny.
I can't believe I got myself played again. I thought we was cool, I thought we made amends. Go tell all your friends, fuck what you say to them. I can't wait for us to find our way again. It's hard for me to care when I'm so faded every day. I'm straying far away from you, waiting through the pain, deflating in the rain. I created all these things, know you. Maybe I will fall, maybe I will rise, but if anything, a nigga really tried. And I know, doing it for all, doing it for I, but a balance is required to survive in a fly wide open space. 10 I remember bumping that, taking acid to rap this days. In the past, you be letting shit amass in your ass. Toxin. We polluting all the human, that's an issue, I'm assuming God been. Chilling in my spirit, I can feel him, I can hear it, I know. You may not understand now, but we all return where we once were. Words and code written in my hands now. In my skin from within, tell me how could I pretend that I know? I never thought I would see this place again. I thought that I knew, but that illusion is. Go tell all your friends, but you can't say to them the beauty we forget and can't express. The lesson I learned every time I stress. I confess I don't know what is best. That's okay, it's so cold in the snow. But go play anyway. You can't mold what you hold where you lay into something brand new or a man that's stand true.
All right, guys. So we got the valve cover all done. It was a process. We sprayed we sanded it down and sprayed a self-etching primer in it, a high temp primer. Shot 3 coats of base, and then went to go mask for some of the custom stuff, and the paint peeled off. So we basically had to wire wheel all the way back down to basically a bare aluminum. The whole thing's aluminum. Alcohol wiped it, got all the nooks and crannies, lacquer thinnered everything we could, and re-primered it with a different primer because we used high temp stuff that was rated for like 2,000 degrees. It was self-etching, and I felt like that was kind of going on really heavy, and it was almost thick and clayey. It wasn't really, an even finish. So I felt like the primer might be part of the issue for whatever reason. So I went and grabbed a different one. It's still a high temp primer. It's still good up to 600 degrees. Valve cover's not getting to 600 degrees. If it does, something severely else went wrong. So I shot that primer. Then we did the bases, and then it was better. So now we've got the finished product with all the custom work, clear coats. We did 3 coats of clear. Well, the black paint, I didn't ball out on this paint, guys. I just got whatever I could find. So take that with a grain of salt. Now, I do want to say a huge thanks to everybody that helped with the project, because it was a project for sure. Like, it was supposed to be in the last video. Everything went bad, terribly. So I ended up just pushing it to the next week. We did the Cedric last week. So this one, I just want to say huge shout out to my dad. He did a lot of the spraying. I helped him with everything I could and took care of the paint and masking and sanding and prepping and stuff like that. But as far as the actual delicate touch with the airbrush and stuff, he took care of that. So huge shout out to him. Huge shout out to Mom for helping me get some of the stencils and line work laid out and set up. And then huge shout out to Cass for dealing with all the BS of the cover itself, and then also helping with just the prep work and whatnot. Together we got it all figured out, but it was a teamwork for sure. So without further ado, here's the final results, guys. So I hope y'all like the final results on the cover. This thing was a huge first time for me and a lot of us working on it and stuff. We didn't know how to do a lot of it. We weren't sure if, like some people, we weren't sure if they cleared, or if they did a mid clear coat and then would mask over that clear, or if they just masked straight on the base. We weren't sure the best approaches to masking, as far as not using as much tape as possible to risk stuff coming, paint coming off. We also probably should have done a better job masking like in a different way, just because there's a lot of like little weird jagged lines from where the tape was. This will be covered by the coil packs anyway, or the coil wires, so I'm not too worried about it. But I think in the future we could have done a cleaner job. Like if you look at these bolt holes where the bolts they'll be covered by the bolts anyway, but we masked them with tape. And some of the guys were saying afterwards was like, some people will take like Q-tips and stuff them, or cotton balls and stuff them, or like earplugs. They'll stuff them with earplugs. Just different things to kind of fill the hole instead of covering the hole. So I'll fix that in the future, and I'll definitely do a better job next time. But honestly, for a first time, for all of us in something this detailed, I think this is sick. And remember, the car will eventually be a D car, so who really cares, right? Like, come on, you're not gonna notice when you're on the side of the track and you're cool, it's all over the floor. Like, who cares about some bolt strip, or not bolt strip, but paint chipping. Now, this blue is the same paint coat as the car. The anniversary edition blue is a sapphire blue, and I got it matched. I don't think it's a direct match, but it's close enough to where you wouldn't know if you look in the engine bay versus seeing the valve cover. I mean, like I said, I don't expect it to be a direct match, but yeah, you can see that the blue on the valve cover is a little darker, but this paint is also the original paint from '99. It could be faded. This stuff has 3 coats of clear, that probably only has 2. So there's a lot of factors that go into it, but it is still the same paint, and I have some spare, so maybe I'll try to paint that trunk sooner than later. Again, it won't match, but I mean, again, it'll be on the track.
It'll
Who
be
cares?
blue and not green.
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and get this thing put on, and I'll show you all the results of it in the car after everything's done. ¿Dónde estás tú? All right, guys, I got it put in with absolutely no problems. It was easy peasy. Popped it right in. Everything was super smooth and easy. I didn't scratch it at all. That guy just showed up. I don't even know who that is. I think it's the mailman. But he said it was too rainy and windy outside, so he needed somewhere to go. But take a look at it, fellas and felines. Mainly fellas, I think, though. So she's in and good to go. There's one scratch, but if you can find it, I'll pay you. But I don't think you'll be able to find it. Pause the video, zoom out a little bit. And pause the video right here and tell me if you guys can see the scratch. If you can see the scratch, I'll PayPal you $5. But you have to point out the scratch. Don't just say, I see it. Yeah, we're good to go, fellas. I'm going to lift the car up eventually, put the exhaust back together. I had to change the O2 sensors, so we did that. I don't know O2 light on, but I didn't check which one. Tell me which one you guys think it was. I'm thinking it was this one, but just my guess. But I changed them both, so who cares? We're going to go ahead and put this thing back together. Okay, they're just sitting over there giggling with each other. Look at my RV20. Look at my slow skyline. All right, guys. So thank you all for watching. This project was supposed to be like a 3 or 4 day thing. Turned out to be about a 2-week thing. But all in all, it came out awesome. I couldn't be more happy with it. And I'm so glad everybody kind of came together and rallied to figure it out. I just want to say thank y'all for watching. And if y'all enjoyed, please do me a favor and throw some type of like, comment, subscribe. It really makes me happy. It also allows for some cool stuff to be done to the cars. I don't have any intentions of sitting here and doing 6 rotary LS combined super pro charged turbocharged F1. Nah, bro. I'm just building a $5,000 car into a $4,000 car. So I'm trying to just be a homie, be one of the homies that all y'all know and could be friends with. I mean, I'm sure we would all get along. So I hope y'all can I hope I'm portraying that through the camera. But all in all, thank y'all again for all y'all support and all your attention. I hope I make it entertaining. And I know I mentioned in the last video with the Cedric valve covers that I'm going to show y'all the plate that we got for the Cedric. I didn't get the plate yet in the mail, so I didn't mean to blue ball y'all there. I just don't have it in the mail yet, so I can't really show y'all the plate that I don't have unless I go hit a lick on some driver, some delivery man. So sorry for blue balling y'all, but it will be, I would imagine, in the next video, but who knows? Don't hold me to it. If you hold me to it, I'll be in a chair. I promise. But yeah, I'll show y'all as soon as I get it. I know I promised it to y'all last one. But if y'all have any guesses for the plate on the Cedric, now's your chance because I gave you a second chance. I don't know what the next video will be, honestly, because I'm back in school now. Semester started, so it's kind of weird filling in the time gaps. But I'm still going to get creative. And I hope y'all are watching the reels. If y'all are watching the shorts, you guys got a sneak peek of that valve cover before it even released in this. So at least you had an idea of what was coming. If y'all have any questions, suggestions, input for me, or just want to chat, you can always hit me up on Instagram. I'm just another homie too, so I'll just respond to my messages just like everybody else. So hit me up. My Instagram's in the description. And other than that, that's it. Love you. Boom, Mike. Or close the camera. Wow. Falls off. And I'm like, you gotta...
Don't be nice next time.
Yeah, fuck being nice.
Fuck talking.
You know, what would be a problem if you had a fucking spare?
You're right, I do need a spare. Are you getting it?
Yeah, now I'm in the secret skyline vault.
Yeah, now what? You want a flashlight? Do you have yours or no?
If I could just...
Let's go.
he's like, I knew where I set them too.
Hello, Nicolaj.
What's up, dude?
What's up, buddy?
If you left us open, you'd have way better bass coming through. Just saying. Putting it back on though, fuck being nice.